Don't tell me I'm live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bruce Sees All YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, if you watch a couple of videos and you're interested in the videos and you find them unique and that I'm doing some good work, I have a 14-inch telescope. I got a lot of UFO controversial videos. I've interacted with ufologists, with investigators at MUFON. I've investigated myself the area here, and I have a lot of videos of proof and evidence done with infrared cameras, large telescopes on the moon. My community that is here is a real community. So if you're arriving and you're shy to talk in a live stream, always fearing that most people are going to say, like, what the hell are you asking that for? It doesn't work like that here. We all defend ourselves here. We're one family. I'm not saying that if you come in and you say shit, I'm going to block you. Of course not. I love interacting with the trolls. And the trolls here, there are plenty of them. Peter Benton just received a review this morning, so he's going to be waking up with his coffee. We'll be watching that. People that persist in attacking the channels, I suggest very politely telling you to do it without using my footage and without putting my fat face up on your videos, because you'll get them taken down. And I said that with the uttermost respect, because you can't say anything too offensive to Peter, because he's a little bit of a crybaby. So that's how things are here. Just getting started too. I got one video reviewed. I'm going to review another one tomorrow morning. And that's what the trolls do when they come here, is they get their videos taken down and they get strikes and they get their channels taken down. Then they get mad. They come back. They roll up and down the subs. That a lot of you here might enjoy joining the up and down subs. It's actually pretty fun. You see the subs go up to, it was 378 yesterday. Now it's down to 296 yesterday. Well, we're up to 304 this morning. So that's what they do. They go up and down. But the research, while they're having fun with the subs, we can post our videos and interact here in the community. So it's all good. If you start a YouTube channel and you're mentally ill, I suggest you guys to maybe think twice about it, because it's going to get you. There's a lot of mean people online. Are you guys ready for disclosure? I am. Big day today. We have a special guest coming on at the 8 o'clock streaming tonight. We have an interview show, me, at 3 o'clock after this, which I'm stopping this at 2:25, 2:30. And you guys will be heading over to Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic 003's channel. In my community, I have the link there, along with some other fun posts about some of the trolls, because there's always a whole lot of action here. You get everything when you come here. You get the real UFO videos, you get real trolls and hackers, and you get the scenarios. The scenario groups are the ones that I love the most, because they create scenarios. But now you trolls will have something as a tool that you'll be able to integrate and use. Hi, Peter. You guys will be able to use that. Nice hat, Peter. You'll be able to use a lot of tools to attack channels. You see Tucker Carlson, Alex Jones being attacked this morning by an artificial intelligent voice, where somebody made up a voice, having Tucker Carlson harassing everyone, Alex Jones harassing people, making up icons, putting up faces. We'll see the trolls do that a little bit. I've already had artificial intelligent videos made about me 2 years ago, so I feel a bit important. That was before we even knew that it was out in reality or had access to it. Lots is going on. They're talking about the moon having a core, just like Earth. So that's inspiring for me, where they're going to finally talk about there being oxygen on the moon. It just so happens the regolith, they tested it a few days ago. Now they have the oxygen that they're going to be able to make, not oxygen in cans, but they're going to be able to make the moon breathable. We call that terraforming. Probably has been going on for a while, and it's probably what I've been filming. On Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic 003's channel this afternoon, I prepared a small video for him, about 6-7 minutes, that we'll be talking about the recent capture, portals opening up with UFOs coming out of the sky. That, I was looking at the footage again yesterday, and it's absolutely incredible. One of the last videos that I posted here. Nicole S. is here. Daniel Parker, thank you very much. Good morning, you guys. Purple Alien, thanks for coming back, my friends. Sean Cleveland Music in the house. You guys can check out his music. Hello from Baton Rouge. I'll say Baton Rouge. Say Baton Rouge, I usually say. Nice. First, yes, sir, man. First with Nicole, Daniel, and Purple. Everything's so screwed up. Some of you guys will see yourself on top. I see you're like fourth. It's like the internet's all screwed up. Nice to see you, man. Thanks, Sean. Second, okay, yeah, exactly. Still appreciated. Still greatly appreciated. Much love to you too, Kai. Thanks a lot for coming in, man. I enjoyed. I got a good laugh at the video this morning. Did you see the ladies, Kai, that are online? Kai sent me a video because says there's this big trend going on the YouTube. It's sort of funny. People that have TikToks, Instagrams, whatever, and ladies, only ladies, are going to the gym and they're posting their workouts. Well, maybe some guys, but I doubt it. You know, let me continue, and you'll know what I mean. They're telling people not to look at their asses. They go there dressed like Catwoman or you know, like a stripper, basically. Listen, listen. Women, a lot of women want, and I'm not putting them all in the same boat. We're talking about young, innocent girls that have the character of wanting to destroy men. Like there are men that destroy women. Not gonna hide that. Plenty of them, right, ladies? This is good. People go into the. I'm not necessarily talking about the video with Kai. I'm talking in general. They go in, okay. They think they're all that, and a guy looks at their asses, and then they turn around and say, "Can I help you?" You should see the reactions of some of the guys. So the girls want to post videos of guys looking at their asses on their Instagrams, but they don't want the guys looking at them, right? So you can sort of understand the attention that those type of women are looking for. The fun thing about labeling people is you never label them all in the same boat because we have black and whites that are always fighting, right? Who's responsible? Neither one. The ones that are doing the shit are responsible. Do your judgment. I do my judgments based on the person's character, whether it be Muslim, black, pink, purple, yellow, blue, or alien. If they has a bad character, for me, it's a bad person. And I'm able to tell a person, "Hey, you're a bad person," without. Anyways, it started off as a funny joke, and yeah, so there's a lot of girls that are getting interesting comments back from the guys. Um, there's been a change, right? You know how generation to generation, guys, girls, dating, first kiss, and all that. Gosh, it changed. Okay. I thought my generation was so different from my mother's. Well, now we have the other generation that is just it out there. Wait till you start seeing the girls with their tongues out and their crooked eyes. It's a sexual expression. Hentai. You're like, are you okay? They're like that with that's sexy. They think it's sexy. Anyways, maybe I'm just getting old. The real Wayno, thank you very much. Yes, sir. Hello to the Bruce family too. Thanks a lot, my guy, my friends. Tommy, how's it going, man? Tommy Bird's in the house. Thanks for coming back, you guys. Angela, I'm pronouncing that right. Howdy from Umeå, northern Sweden. Thank you very much. Another new place. I know Sweden, but I didn't know Umeå. Umeå, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Bless you both. Thank you very much. God bless to you for coming by, for taking the time to check out the stream. We're all one big family here. We all interact. And even if you're new to the channel, if you speak another language, I can try to answer it. Google's, I'm trying to be interactive with the people coming in. I've had so many problems with my emails, guys. And now, the recent troll, there's a lot of, whether it be him or not, of course, you see, sometimes like there's an incident in the community with somebody and then attacks start. It doesn't mean the attacks are being done by them, right? It's that the people watching that don't like me, when they see an interaction with another channel, they can start getting very vindictive and attacking and rolling up and down the subs because they want me to cry like a baby and saying, "Peter's taking my subs down." But that's how it is, Subs go up and down. I let you guys know that it goes up and down because I had assumed that at one point some real people would come into the channel and raise the level of subs to get the interest. We're approaching 98,000 after the interview with Jean-Claude this afternoon. We're going to have a nice show, and I'll be having more subscribers, hopefully over from his community. And this is a free channel, so you're welcome, everyone, to look around at the videos. Suspicious Skies 3045 started a little early. I'll get off around 2:30 because I'll prepare to get on with him, but we got till 2:30 here. We'll have a special guest coming on this evening, just a friend. Dennis the Menace. Best wishes to you too, Dennis. Thanks for the ongoing support to all of you and every way that you guys support this channel in many ways. Dennis, and memberships and everything, the contributions. Thanks for commenting, man, and watching the videos. I really appreciate that. Dennis is a fisherman, also enjoys fishing, and showed me some beyond incredible, beautiful images of some fish that he gets at his beautiful cottage. His dad's cottage, I think. It's beautiful. His Highness. It is. It really is, His Highness. Hi, how's it going? To all of you that commented on the last, besides from the music video, thanks for listening. Hope I didn't screw up the moon videos. One music video a month or two here to get people over to the music channel. But the last 3 or 4 videos, and even the live streams, if you commented, tomorrow I go through all the videos. If you like the channel, if you're like me, when I like a channel, I never get an interaction back, right? I don't blame them because sometimes there's big channels, right? But what I'm trying to do here is interact also with the people. There's even some people that very soon I'm going to start interacting, maybe doing some private interaction. Some people are shy to come online. Some people wanted to speak to me in private. It's all good. I can open a channel. We can interact that way. Just trying to be here for everyone because you guys really are here. And it's the reason why my channel is still here. I started this with tears, right? My first videos, if you've not seen them yet, I was crying when I found what was on the moon. Very excited to be able to find out that I'm going to be able to, convert these videos and show the real truth. And then with the bigger telescope, I was able to get in a little closer. Maybe not as close as some of you would like it, but I assure you, I'm a humble guy. I'm not trying to say that I'm better than anyone else because I'm really not. But I do have some amazing videos, like a lot of amazing UFO videos that are out there. You all know that there's a lot of fake videos out there too. Dennis, thank you so much, man. Thank you very much. Best wishes. Yes, sir. I will send you trout pics. I've been on the river for a week straight. Love you much. And I can say that I'll be looking for the images because, as always, there's a lot of you that email me, and I'm not going to hide it. Bruce is hard to reach. He's harder to reach than the president. Just ask Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic. When he calls here, Jean-Claude, he calls on the red phone. So just to let you know how important he is. Dennis Jimenez, thanks a lot, man. I love you for it. I'll be looking forward to those images. And I think the fish are going to get a little bigger too, because there's going to be a lot of water falling everywhere. So what do you know? A good omen. We need good omens all the time. His Highness, as always. Thanks for coming in, you guys. Hey, Paki Samotaki in the house. Thanks for coming back. Thanks, guys. Mr. Christopher Rollins in the house. Thank you so much, sir, for coming by the channel. Christopher Rollins also has a 14-inch telescope, a Meade, as big as mine. So, a couple of people now are getting bigger telescopes. The problem, I'm going to say it before Christopher says it, is the weather. And there's no two ways about it. I'm not lying. There's incredible hard times now for us since about a year and a half, 2 years, to be able to see the bloody moon. It comes out once in 2 or 3 months. And you're not going to be able to say, Bruce, I see the moon all the time in the sky. Actually calculate how long you see the moon without any clouds. Calculate how many times you can look up and see the moon for an hour without having any clouds. Me, it doesn't happen very often. Yet again, waiting for the moon to be able to get it. I'm not going to see the eclipse in Canada. We're not going to see it, and nor will the people in the United States of America see the partial eclipse that's happening right now. Australia is going to see it, and the shadow that Australia is seeing of the sun is the sun that's over my head here right now. Hard to believe, eh? Australia has a shadow on the moon that's under the earth right now. Oh, this is not a good position. Anyways, the sun, moon, that's what I think the devil says on his picture. That's the story he's probably telling. Right? Up and down. Why is the shadow of the sun on the moon in Australia when the sun is over Quebec and the United States? By golly, would Earth have to be flattish for that to work? UFO trackers here. Good channel name. Hello, first time here. What's up, Bruce? Hey, listen, thank you very much. UFO tracker. What's up? Well, we got UFOs that are up. We got some activity here, but very quiet. And I can't really say quiet. It's more the weather that's completely quieted down. I mean, the weather is not quieting down, but it's making the videos quiet down when I don't get much UFOs. I could go without seeing the sun and the moon for a year and a half to 2 years, and there's still going to be videos here because I have so much footage, hours and hours of footage. Recently got over 300 videos uh, taken or stolen, definitely chosen videos out of my black box that was on my computer while it was off. And they took recent videos because I always save double, right? So now I'm gonna have to go in the other box that I put away, but it doesn't matter. I still have them, the originals. So they take them. So when I plug my black box on my computer, I have the videos there that I interact with during my day, right? Like that I use, I pull out and I edit and re-edit and show again and whatnot. Those were all taken away. And the ideal is, I'm telling you guys, if you have a channel and you have real proof and evidence, like telescope footage and stuff like that, put them on boxes and unplug your boxes, because people really have a good way of getting into the computers. I'd have to speak to my friend Gary McKinnon, and ask him how the hell can somebody get into somebody's computer and steal from a black box when the computer's off when you have a VPN. But there's ways around things, right? That's how it is. Brown noise. Hi, just checking to see if Google has stopped me subscribing. Be right back. Thank you. I get a lot of problems with people that subscribe and get unsubbed. So if you were subbed, double check once in a while just to be sure that you see that it's subscribed. If you want to take care of the channel. So yes. Lots of troll fishing. A word I learned very recently at the beginning of this research years ago. Found out what is phishing. They changed also the scripts. They play in the scripts of the comment sections. And I used to have a whole bunch of people that started up channels pretending to be Bruce Seasall. I got those taken down. Those who don't know, little trolls, I probably shouldn't even be saying this, but when your channel gets big enough and you get up over 60, 70,000, you'll get a copyright button. Hey, listen, maybe some of you have it and you have one subscriber. Lucky you, I had to wait till I got the 60,000 subscribers. A copyright button. Any infringing copies of your videos that appear on the internet, you can have them taken down. You can have them get a direct strike. Also, the ones that are deliberately harming your channel, like I just sent out this morning. But it's very hard. Somebody posting my footage, it takes me a very long time. Sometimes I can't even take down the footage. YouTube doesn't really work very well because it's their algorithm and computers that interact with the people. It's not actually a human being interacting with the people. Hannah Tattoos here. 7:30 knee. Ha ha ha. Ho ho ho. And welcome, UFO Tracker. Thank you. Jules of Southern Oregon. I still got like my cold going there, guys. Set my alarm, got me here on time. Nice to see you. Thank you very much. And I appreciate that. Jules of Southern Oregon, thanks for being members to all of you. And for those that are not members and you're here watching the channel, I hope you know that it's because of you guys that I'm still here. And I thank you. Having a free channel and having you just come to a video and leave a comment and like, it's a major contribution and it helps the channel get out in the algorithm to others. I'm having a lot of problems. Each video, trolls put up 300 videos, and not trolls, these are hackers. They put up 300 videos. I have to go take the videos down, all the ads down. So every time I finish a stream here, wait an hour, wait half an hour to an hour before watching. I'll go take all the ads off. The troll's not going to win. I'm taking them all off, right? They want to do that? Take all the ads off. Say to yourself, the ads that you'll be seeing on the streams are the ads that YouTube will be presenting you, because they plastered like 100,000, ads. 7:30 knee. Jokers are always welcome here. Always welcome here. I'm joke level high. There's nothing that's out of my league, so don't worry about it. Funny people here. We got lots of them. Lots of funny people here. And we need joking for sure. You got to be nice. Got to be nice, 7:30 knee. There could be some people that believe in flat Earth. I'll be honest with you. I like the fact that there's two theories going on them. I know curvature exists, but the secret is, I'll tell you, 7:30 knee, it ain't flat and it sure isn't round. It's like a potato. Earth is like a potato, a little elongated, stretched out, right, from the pull, the moon around it, the same way the moon is affected by it, you know. Darla Lama, are you back? Thank you for being here, Darla. Nice to see you. Charlene Sampson, hello to you. Happy Friday, Brucey. Thank you. Great job with the music and all your. Hey, thanks for liking the videos, guys. The music videos, just a hobby channel, little things that I whip up that I try to play. I love singing the blues. That's the only thing that keeps me sane, guys. Little snippets of blues, put them up. I used to throw them all away when I was younger. Made a lot. Back in the days, I played everything that was popular, from Hotel California to Sweet Madam Blue, Metallica, all the songs, all the hits, some Stevie Ray Vaughan. And then I got rid of the songs, and some of the songs I can't even play today because I applied myself so much back then to be able to play those songs. So I try to keep some clips up on the music channel, Bruce's music channel. If you check out the last video, it's my music channel and you can subscribe to it, but it's nothing space related, nothing very important. Hello, 730 Knee is from Denmark. Quebec here, my friend. Montreal, Quebec in the house. We have a lot of people from Ontario, Quebec here, and of course, the US. I can guess a bunch of states here. I can do like Romper Room and look through the pretend mirror and say, we have someone from, there's someone from Tennessee watching right now, someone from Missouri watching right now. We have, two people from California. We have one person from Arizona, guaranteed there'll be some people there. We got a lot of US people here. Thank God. You know, YouTube is American. So that's how it all started, the American people. And of course, the subject of the moon, the interest is in the States. I'm telling you, Americans, Canadians, not much. There's not many Canadians, except for the Canadians here and that are researching like me, that are interested in the moon, that even know what's going on the moon. They're talking about atmosphere. We'll look at that a bit later and talk about that. Yeah, Darla was going through a lot, but she's getting the better half. Don't forget, we're dealing with a shitty um, control here in Canada. I mean, it's literally like we're in jail here. It's really bad. Was a suspicious blue ring around the moon last night, almost like atmosphere. Oh, actually, it's funny you say that. I've actually even um, adjusted the exposure around the moon with the 14-inch telescope, and you can see the oxygen blue line. I call it the oxygen blue line. So the moon has a core. When I tell you where they got the information about the moon having a core, you know why I'm happy? Because if you go to my last live stream, you will hear Bruce say that he's positive there's a core inside of the moon. And like the Matrix, poof, in the news, an hour before me coming on stream, maybe half an hour before, they say the moon has a core and it's just like Earth. Well, look at that. If the moon has a core, there's going to be some vegetation there, right? They said the moon didn't have a core. There's no atmosphere. There's no there's no magnetosphere. Oops. But now, if the moon has a core, they're going to have to say that the moon has a magnetosphere. So what the hell is that going to do? Do you guys have any idea? I've got saliva coming out of my lips. I'm flipping out because they're about to talk about it. They talked about the water a couple months back, admitting there's water. Now they're talking about the oxygen on the moon. They're going to be able to make it breathable. Turns out there's a core, might be a magnetosphere. You watch what they're going to do. You watch what they're going to do. They're going to admit it. They're going to bring out the truth. That's what I believe is going to happen. Yeah, it's got a big atmosphere. Absolutely does. That's dude. Seriously, that's fucking lame. Like, if you're just gonna come here to try to bother us, it doesn't bother me. Like I said, once you get too annoying, I'll just block your ass. But you know, I don't know what your point is. Scott, how's it going, man? Hey, 730 knee. I can ask you some questions about the moon. I'll ask you 3 questions about the moon. If you can answer them, I'll leave you here. If you can't answer the 3 questions of the moon in 2 minutes, I'll block you. You want to play? I'll ask you 3 questions about the moon that I know you won't be able to answer. Hey, 7:30 knee. It's just a joke. Me too. I joke around. You should head over to Peter Benton's channel. You'll probably like that channel a lot. He doesn't take trolls very well. What's up? Well, the moon is not here, though, in Australia, apparently. Back, still subscribed, was odd as I got a 0 people watching. Yeah, you'll see 0 people watching. You'll also see, notice after there'll be comments. It'll say 0 comments. Happens a lot here. And I knew I was, lol. Bob from Wales. Bob, thanks a lot. Brown Noise channel. Thanks, Bob. Susan Ravella, how's it going? And from Rocky and Susan, thank you very much. In Ohio, I forgot to mention Ohio. I was close. I think I was close. Got the big cup today. Every time I go outside, Susan and Rocky, I got that lens. I don't have a coffee cup with a cover. Now I do. You know how many bugs I drink my coffee outside sitting beside the telescope? Surprisingly, the coffee stays like really freaking hot in that. That like 2 hours hot. I was surprised. Thanks for listening in, you guys. Thanks, Darla, for welcoming everyone. We have Elias is in the house. See, that's when you know there's a real community. You got Susan Ravella in Ohio in the States that says hello to Elias Vahatla, Crazy Music Space Jam guy, right? So it's awesome. She can say hello, Elias. Elias say, oh, hi, Susan. That's a real community, guys. That's what you got to check out when you go to a live stream. When you go to the live stream, like the troll live streams that I love watching. The last troll, he put up a video of the sky, he said, but posted my entire stream streaming, which he's seeing the strike this morning, probably. Our pleasure, Darla. Thank you for all the prayers. Had my testing today, and I could feel your energy. You must have, because I was melting the hospital roof, Darla. I was like, woo, 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 sort of like the Star Wars sword when it goes by. Happy you got it done. Thank you very much, Elias. Don't forget, you guys, the thumbs up for the channel, peoples. I appreciate it. Thumb up, thumb up, thumb up, thumb up. What are you doing there? I see you. I don't understand the duck face look in pictures. I'm getting old. The duck face look. Do I have a duck face? I don't have a duck face. The duck face look in pictures. Ever notice how ducks don't usually have facial expressions? I'm a bit mixed up with what you mean by that. A duck has 2 eyes and a beak. It's not like the duck's going to go and smile or anything like that, right? Maybe criminal. Man, the moon is so bright. You're lucky to see it, you guys. Like right now, I can't see it. And for those that don't know it, in the States, have you been outside waiting for the eclipse today and noticing that nothing's happening? We're not going to see it. I should have mentioned it earlier this morning. I did actually in the afternoon, but Canada, States, we're not going to see it. It's just Europe, Australia, Africa. They're going to see the lunar eclipse. And it's not a blood moon. It's not going to be a blood moon either. It's a lunar eclipse where a partial eclipse where the sun is going to shadow a corner of the moon and the moon's going to become very dim. So if you're looking at the sun, at the moon, and you see it and it's not dim, well, It's because it's not on, we're not on the right side of the Earth, I guess, to see the occurrence of the eclipse, apparently. So, Anika Chala Thaw, thank you so much. Hope you're eating and healthy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not eating, not eating enough. Yes, I'm eating after the fasting. So I'm doing 48-hour fastings, guys, in 72 hours. I did 172 hours. Manageable also. I lost a lot of weight, plus 30 plus pounds, and I'll be reaching my goal weight of 225. But from there, I'll be going down to 205 fast enough. So it's every day being healthy and not worrying about it. Just every day, I'm going down a pound to 2.5 pounds, and that's it. I do the exercise at the same time. I haven't stopped. An hour of bike yesterday. I do walking. I'm doing, exercises like sit-ups, burpees, and football exercises. When I played football, the teacher gave me some exercises to lose a lot of weight, doing chest exercises to lose weight there, the sides. So I'm doing good, and I thank you, Anika, so much. I love you so much. Thank you. Very kind for the encouragement. So I went from eating straight up, fattening food, pizzas, poutines. I'm a pasta, potato, rice guy. Just to give you an idea why I'm overweight. It's obviously because I was eating that. So on the 12th, I quit it all. I quit everything. I'm not kidding, I've had 4 meals since then. This month is not going to be very many meals. It's going to be a meal every 48 to 72 hours. I eat a small quantity, exercise, bike, walking, sit-ups and burpees an hour after having eaten until I sweat it out. And then the next day I weigh myself and so on. So I'm doing good. I'm doing very, very good. I'm leaving 290 plus pounds, y'all. Letting you know that. All right. And I'm already 30 plus down. Already 30 plus down. I'm starting to wear shirts that I started wearing when I started streaming here a couple of years ago, 5-6 years ago. So that's a good thing. It's encouraging, and thanks for encouraging me, everybody. And thanks, Dennis and everyone. Nalarino, Orlando of Florida, another beautiful place. Of course, my Floridians are always in. Get a lot of Florida here. How's the weather, you guys down there? I hope you're hanging in there. Thanks, Christopher. I thought maybe, is that a Canadian thing? I don't know. Didn't understand the duck joke. Usually duck lips is when somebody's like, I don't know, duck lips, whatever. Geez, I lost so much weight I can hardly grow my lips anymore. Push that damn button. Now you're talking, man. Thank you very much. To all of you that were witness of what happened this week, I thank you for having taken the time to see what was happening on the channel. And I thank you for doing what you're doing now after that was done. So showing that some people care. Mix Mayhem, how's it going? Hello, Bruce. Good to see you again. The Friday Truth Machine at work. Have you planned your escape route yet? Yes. Read your earlier post. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. My escape route. Yeah, I'm telling you. I think the other one's going to have to plan an escape route because he's screwed. You don't screw around with a channel, and I will respectfully teach the trolls a lesson. He's watching right now. This is going to be his next stream in his video. Well, some people are paranoid. The troll that I have here, guys, is paranoid, psychosis paranoid, like for real. Like it's concerning. And he now believes that all the community here that's against him, none of you made videos about him or even defending me. I don't know what the hype is. None of you made videos saying, oh, that shithead's attacking Bruce. And I've not made any videos about him, right? I talk about him like this in the stream, and you can be sure he'll post the footage, but not anymore, right, Peter? Because you get a strike. So that's how you control the trolls without lifting a finger, or actually just lifting a finger and typing. Typing in, all done legally, right? So those big channels, we get a copyright strike button where somebody uses a copy of your video, you can strike them. And that's a really cool tool that YouTube permits big streamers to have. When he becomes a big streamer one day, a big boy, he'll be able to have the same button. Maybe Criminal says, the moon, wake me up so I can catch Bruce. Hello from Australian. Thank you, my Aussie friends. Yeah, you guys, you're probably in it right now, or just missed it, or maybe it's happening or going to happen. Excuse my hiccups. You'll be hearing that a lot through the months. And my goal to get my ass down to size for this summer, doing good so far. I'm telling you guys, I'll be live streaming in a Speedo this summer. Not going to happen. I don't care how sexy I get. You're not going to see me in a Speedo outside. I might film my neighbor, though, because my neighbor wears a Speedo. 78. Straw hat Speedo. Thanks for the kind words, you guys. And great big hello to all Bruce Nationals. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in. Elroy Shredding here. Love the music, Bruce. Hey, thanks, man. More bravo. I appreciate that. Or more bravo. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Well, I took a chance of posting it here. Don't want to offend the trolls, because the trolls usually like commenting on the space videos. It's so quiet here on the channel that I don't even get trolls in the comment sections anymore. Imagine that, how quiet it is. Thanks again, Elroy. Must get a glass of Shiraz Friday wine. Acham up again later. Absolutely. Have a great show. Best wishes to all. Bob from Netherlands. It wasn't Netherlands, was it? Bob from Sweden. Uria, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry, guys. Brown Noise channel. Thanks for coming by and enjoy that Shiraz. Thanks so much, Nicole S. You rock. I love you for it. Thank you. Yes, Nicole S. Yeah, and I thank you guys. I'll be putting up videos there too, and I will be answering comments. That's an area, you write me something also, Nicole S., something at all times. You can write me there too. Straight up message, and boom, I will reply to you. And of course, Bruce replies a couple days late sometimes. Nicole S., thank you very much for that. I appreciate it so much. It's important to know, guys, the names that are at the end of the videos are not everyone that contributed. The patrons are not there. The people that contribute here on Super Chats are not there. The Super Chats on the videos. When I started that, I had a fundraiser 7 years ago. And when I opened it, the people that were contributing, I put their names up. But still know that when you contribute here, one person and any one of you, I'm telling you, it could cause me a lot of work, but I'm telling you, if you've come here and you've contributed not to the fundraiser, but that you've left $1 here and that you want the name up on the video because you like seeing your name there to having contributed in the support of the channel, let me know and I will put your name up, because honestly, all the names that are here right now should be up on the video that are not, right? So don't wonder why the videos names are not up. Your name's not up. One person gave a super chat and said, Bruce, I'd love to have my name on a video. And I put it up right away, guys. Honestly. Mr. Gatesmaster, thank you so much, man. If space and time are constant, they're talking about that these days, and goes on to infinity, so some say, while others say it's contrast, because of the circle motion, it revolves. Interesting. Like the moon and the earth, now we enter one we were in. So, like bubbles in a pond on a rainy day, Gate Smasher, plwitch, and the bubble goes out in a round circle. The universe, we've mentioned it here, like what it could look like plenty of times. Sometimes I think it looks like a bowl of noodles, but in a bowl, so that the universe is actually round like the globe. Another thing we talked about here a lot is that everything is round. Look at it the way you want. The fruits are round. You go, no, they're not round. Yes, all fruits are round, right? You don't have any square fruits, right? You have roundish shapes, right? You have the raindrops coming down that are round always because of the gravity and the oxygen in the air. That's the pressure, right? That's why it has a drop, because of the combustion process too. There's lots of reasons why fire rises up off the surface, But now on the moon, saying that there's microgravity on the moon, I don't think that there's microgravity on the moon. I think they can actually breathe on the moon. Maybe the oxygen levels are low a little bit, but I don't know. If space and time goes on to infinity, it's constant. If the circle motion, it revolves. So something is pinging the end of the universe. Every time there's an explosion, action, reaction. Every time there's an explosion or massive thrust of energy that spirals outwards, and we can say outwards because if there's a blast here in the universe and Earth is there will be a blast like that, right? That will go outwards, outwards, outwards in a circle, always in a circle, and will extend this way. So maybe some of the waves that go by when there's major explosions outside of our universe, we get these wavelengths that come by like gravity waves. We don't know what they're. Fast radio bursts are the largest explosions in the bloody universe that we know of. And the fast radio bursts, one black hole was beaming one back to Earth not too long ago. So I can't help but wonder about the space and time constant. I wonder if the constant too. That's another thing I actually wonder. So, they talk about waves and stuff like that and gravity waves. It's not only going like that, the gravity wave. I think the gravity waves are going in circles too. They could be going in circles around the universe. The universe is circular. There's a lot to do with something being circular. Everything that's born, we have circular arms, circular head, everything circular, everything. There's a blast, boom, it's circular, right? Why? Why the colors too? The Google colors in nature: red, green, blue, yellow. Why all the time in nature? There's lots we don't know. So much that we don't know. I know that they don't know much about space and time continuum and it being a constant. They do not know much about the continuum. They're fighting and talking about it right now themselves. Gate Smasher always brings us the good questions. Thank you, sir. Miss Julie Stats is in the house. Thank you so much, Julie. Hello to you. Moon Man of my heart. Listen, host with the most moon man. Hey, listen, I love you so much, you guys. I enjoyed your last video. I haven't seen a dunking booth in ages. Then dunking booth, someone goes up, boom, and hits the dunking booth. Thanks for doing what you guys do, and thanks for being here. You guys can check out Julie's channel. I suggest you do. Another family member here. Yes, JC. Don't forget, guys, Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic 003 at 3 o'clock in a little over an hour. I prepared a video up that we'll be presenting there at the same time. And of course, JC always talks about a whole bunch of things. We might not even have time to look at the footage or research, but we always have some fun. Random Ralph, and thanks for coming back, you guys. Hey, up, Bruce, mods, and all the live chat people. Happy Friday. Thank you very much, you guys. Love you for it. Hit the thumbs up, like Julie says. It's the way to show Bruce love today. I love you for it. Thank you so much. Thank you, my friend. Susan says, yes, Darla, I hope you're feeling better by the day. Sent you a bunch of energy this week and will continue to do so. I love you, Susan and Rocky, for that. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Exactly what I believe. I believe the moon is being terraformed. Exactly what I believe that they're doing. Terraforming it, possibly they've been doing it for a couple of years without us even knowing it. So where do you think the information came from that they found out that the moon had a core? It's scary. The Apollo missions, they all declared there was a core there. That's the scary part, because every single mission and every single person that came back from that mission, okay, said it was desolate, except for the ones that actually admitted that there was something else. Whether they win or not, we don't have to fight about it. You know, I'm not going to hide it. Apollo 17 landing site, I'm sure they didn't go and show the public, but there's still structures there built, lines and towers. So why are they saying they're going there if they didn't go? And they're actually pointing to areas where there's real friggin', you know, um, structures. That's really concerning. I do believe they're terraforming it. UFO tracker, you can integrate any subject you want. You can drop, boom, how about Blue Beam? Boom, how about Area 51? How about the blackvault.com? Anything that's related to space, you know, if it's not related to space, you're still free absolutely to share some news, no matter what it may be. Often I talk about my research. If you saw a few videos, you would definitely want to be talking with me about the research. As a matter of fact, and then I'll scroll down to the bottom after. I'm always going to miss some people. I know it. I'm going to go check right away what we're going to talk about. Well, it's in the description of this video. We're talking about BlackSky. We're talking about them wanting to descend satellites lower in lower Earth orbit. So now they want to get permission to fly satellites at 340 kilometers over our head. I don't know if you know it. That's over 100 kilometers lower than the space station. Okay. It's below the satellites and probably could be visible to us, right? Because those satellites are usually high up. Unless they're being launched from SpaceX, we don't see them very much. We'll see the launches, and that's about it. And let's see here. First of all, this just came in. Let's see what this is. A lot of talk, guys, about water. The end may be near for the ice hunting Artemis 1 moon CubeSat. If you remember well, that satellite was put into cislunar orbit around the moon, and it was supposed to detect water in the atmosphere, on the surface, whatnot. Efforts to get the lunar H map on track may wrap up by the end of May, mission team members said. So there apparently isn't much time left to save NASA's Luna H map CubeSat. There's a problem with it, I guess. The tiny probe was one of 10 CubeSats that launched as ride-along payloads last November in Artemis 1 mission, remember? The first ever mission of NASA's moon-bound Artemis program. Luna H map aimed to map the abundance and distribution of water. Okay, let's repeat that. Luna H map aimed to map the abundance and distribution, which I mentioned years ago, because I said the frozen parts of the moon, okay, where there's frozen ice, when the sun reflects on the moon, it's going to melt and it's going to create little rivers and more than just gullies. Trust me on that. Luna Map H aimed to map the abundance and distribution of water ice, right? Okay. There's also liquid water, by the way, even though it's not said in this post, of water ice near the south pole of the moon. But the spacecraft failed to perform a crucial engine burn 5 days after liftoff and didn't get into lunar orbit as planned. So a lot of you are telling me, Bruce, when they say that they didn't make it, or they didn't land, it could be that they actually didn't. They're not going to tell us. The same thing with the recent private Japanese company, iSpace, that supposedly malfunctioned a landing of a spacecraft a couple of days ago. It could have possibly touched ground and landed. I saw the illustration that they showed. It was going 3 kilometers an hour. It was like 3 seconds before impact, and then everything stopped. The image goes down. They changed everything up. So did something actually happen or not? So the team members soon traced the problem to a stuck valve again, guys. Okay, we've hit stuck valves all for like 10 years. That's all that happens, a stuck valve. But we're ready to go to space and find out, where our creator is. Yeah, right. They've been trying to troubleshoot it ever since, but those efforts may wrap up soon. If we cannot ignite the propulsion system, because they cannot ignite it, we are likely to end operations at the end of May. And when they end operations, they go boom, boom, usually. Luna HMAP principal investigator Craig Hardgrove of Arizona State University said on Monday, May 1st, at the Interplanetary Small Satellite Conference, according to the Space News, says that the Artemis 1 CubeSat were integrated into a stage adapter on NASA's Space Launch System. Mega rocket in the fall of 2021. The mission didn't get off of the ground until the following November, thanks to technical issues and bad weather. But I'm not interested very much in that. But still, some interesting news just coming in. There's lots of news that comes in pockets about these, satellites and whatnot. Now I'm looking here because now they changed it up to what we wanted to talk about. Some interesting points. Give you a basic idea of who said what when it comes to the moon having a core. All that information that they gathered was based on, excuse my coughing, was based on older lunar missions. I mean, they never mentioned it when they went. Study finds female astronauts are more efficient, suggesting future space missions will be all female crews. Now, are you talking females with vaginas or, more evidence, they say. Women's rights, guys. Women's rights. A small team of astronomers. This is interesting, guys. More evidence. Yes, more evidence found showing the moon's inner core is solid and just like Earth's. I get goosebumps saying that. I absolute chills. Give you chills, Pete? Incredible. A small team of astronomers at Université Côte d'Azur, Observatoire de la Côte d'Azur, that's in France, working with a colleague from MCCE, Observatoire de Paris, Sorbonne Université, has found more evidence that the moon has an inner core similar to Earth's. Hats off for the people in Europe researching. They're really bringing out more information than what the States is. France is exposing the truth about the moon in a lot of different ways. I notice often when the information comes out, they are from French observers. In their study, this is reported, for those that are curious, in the journal. I'm not reading from there, but it was reported also in the journal Nature. The group analyzed data from a wide variety of sources and used it to create models depicting the inner parts of the moon. 2011 planetary scientists at NASA, used seismic data recorded by Apollo astronauts to predict what might lie at the center of the moon. They suggested it was likely that there was a solid inner core with a radius of approximately 240 kilometers. Interesting. In this new effort, the researchers used a variety of sources to make similar estimates and found evidence that matches closely with the NASA results. To learn more about the moon's core, the researchers team collected data from several space missions, again, like I was saying, and from several lunar-based ranging experiments. Some of the lunar range-based experiments were done on certain missions. Some were done by Earth. They have supposedly, you must have heard of the lasers that beam onto these boards, metallic reflective pieces on the moon to know how far the moon is. They've done some tests. Apparently some things have been, placed on the moon, no matter who has done it. So, including characteristics such as deformations that they're looking for, created due to gravitational, interactions with the Earth, the moon's distance from Earth, and also the moon's density. Like I was saying, they then input all of their data into a modeling application. So it's just like illustration bullshit. Next, they ran multiple modeling scenarios, more scenarios just like the trolls. Oh, they like the scenarios, NASA, to see which corresponded most closely to real world data. The model that fit most closely to observations revealed evidence of active overturn, where denser material is pulled closer to the core over time, forcing lighter material upward. This finding helps explain how many of the elements found in volcanic regions of the moon got there. So now they're explaining that the reason why things are moving around on the moon, it's because there's a core on the moon. And if there is a core, they haven't mentioned it yet, but they're going to have to talk to us eventually about a magnetosphere. Guaranteed is going to come out in the next week. The other main finding, I hope that's not the next main finding. The other main finding was that the density of the inner core matched closely that of Earth, suggesting it is likely made of iron. The models showed that the inner core has a radius of approximately 258 kilometers, like we said, and a density of 7,822 kilograms per cubic meter. Doesn't tell me much. It also showed the outer core. Yeah, the outer core is it's not solid. It's like not even as solid as molten iron, I think. It also showed the outer core to be fluid layer covering the inner core with a radius of 362 kilometers. Interesting. So that's an interesting one too. They just confirmed a planet, exoplanet, that the exoplanet had a Martian core inside of it. They're talking about that too. Interesting. Reproducing core conditions suggests Earth's outer core less dense than liquid iron, like I just said. A team of researchers affiliated with several institutions in Japan and France have found evidence that suggests the Earth's outer core is made of more than just liquid iron in their paper published in the Physical Review Letters. Prior research had suggested that Earth's core, which is approximately 3,000 kilometers below the surface, by the way, has two major parts: its solid iron nickel alloy inner core and a liquid iron outer core. Scientists have come to this conclusion by comparing the way seismic waves from earthquakes move through the earth with similar waves moving through the objects in their lab, and by creating and studying computer simulations. I'm not going to hide it. They're doing simulations. Bruce has to get real UFOs, but they can do simulations. Right? Funny. That's how it is when you get a big name. When you have scientists written on your badge and you work for someone, a big association, you get dibs on what you say. So they're trying to recreate the core. They're trying to, do tests. The core changing sides in Earth. Is the core inside of the moon changing sides too? Is the moon going to have a flip where things are going to start unthawing and things are going to start growing? That could be another thing. Maybe there was oxygen there, or there's oxygen there, but that it's like winter. And now that we're going to get a difference in the change when this flip occurs, which doesn't happen every 2 days, by the way. It's Earth flips every 780,000 years, by the way. That's a long period of time before a flip. The sun, not the same. Flips continually. That's what they say, which is very interesting. Earth from space. So you guys know that they're farming the desert here now, right? They're farming the deserts. I'm looking for black sky. Hubble spots energetic galaxy. Who cares? Even if there's life on TRAPPIST 1, we probably cannot detect it. TRAPPIST 1. If we ever find life on other worlds, it's unlikely to be a powerful message from space. Okay, they say that. It's certainly possible that an alien civilization specifically sends us a radio message, like a scene out of Contact, the movie, I guess. But the more likely scenario, so they say, is that we observe some kind of biological signature in an exoplanet atmosphere. I know what that means. Yes, such as oxygen, chlorophyll, right? Everything that plant life and detection of life or decomposition. There's a lot that you can know if the like the moon. They absolutely know if the moon's not inhabited. Sorry, well they do. They know if there's vegetation without even going down to the surface, just by analyzing the atmosphere. You're going to have some elements in the atmosphere that confirms that there was both, even life down there, or death, decomposition, vegetation, the fauna. It can all be recorded and registered, you know, inside of by analyzing the atmosphere. But as a recent study released on the ARXIV reprint server shows, that could be more difficult than we thought. There's a reason to be hopeful. We're already able to image some exoplanets directly and have detected molecules such as water in their atmospheres. More water. The planets we've directly observed are all gas giants. Though we can't image Earth-sized planets in a star's habitable zone, but there is a trick we can use to study their atmosphere. Is it going to be to descend the exposure like Bruce does? Because I'm telling you, it's retarded, guys. Be able to see the moon there. You go outside with your camera and you show, you look at the moon, the picture you took, and you go, it's a ball of light. Slam your exposure down to zero. Watch all the craters appear. You can do that or the opposite, depending on how far and what you're looking for. Most of the planets we've discovered are found by the transit method, where the planet passes in front of a star, causing, oh my God. Well, listen, guys, I'm not a liar. And you know that I've been saying how I've been getting, both stars, beautiful star images, by the way, if you've never seen them, live videos too. And I got the moon and I'm able to see the surface. So they say most of the planets we've discovered are found by the Schwartz method. Let's call it the Schwartz method, where the planet passes in front of a star, causing the star's observed brightness to dip slightly. I love this. But while the planet is in front of the star, some of the starlight will pass through the planet's atmosphere before reaching us. By observing the star's spectrum during a planetary transit, we can measure what light the atmosphere absorbs. From the absorption lines, we can determine the composition of the planet's atmosphere. That's right. If you would see the pixelated shit I'm looking at right now, you would say, Bruce, good job with your camera, your cheap camera, Bruce. It's a small effect, but it is big enough to be useful to astronomers. Do you know how they're looking for alien life and city lights, if there are any? They're looking on the dark side of the planets, and look it up. Like I said in 216, they're looking on the terminator line, both the lit side and the dark side. The reason why NASA had a lot of hard times with me when I came here, it's not only my footage, but it was the theory. And at the beginning, I was trying to explain to people how to get these stars, how to get the moon, how to expose it. I don't think they like that, right? But I don't hide anything. I'm still doing the same thing. You bring that exposure down, and you're going to see a whole bunch of stuff on the surface. The UFOs that are whizzing by in moon footage, it's also whizzing by in my footage and your footage. But you have to slow it down. But then when you slow it down, you're going to have to magnify it and randomly look around the moon to see if you can see a UFO. And sometimes you can only see it for a split second, but you'll see some. And that's how I started being able to discover a whole bunch of stuff like that. These extremely large telescopes will have mirrors of 10 meters or more, perhaps as large as 50 to 100 meters. And while these I wish, While these telescopes should be able to detect all kinds of molecules in a planet's atmosphere, let's say UFOs too, the team focused on oxygen. Oxygen is unstable in an atmosphere because it reacts so strongly with other materials, thus proving what I'm showing on the moon, where there's a chemical reaction or bright light that spontaneously lights up. It's because it could be reacting to the oxygen in the moon's atmosphere. I've said that in 216. Oxygen is unstable in an atmosphere because it reacts so strongly with other materials. On Earth, atmospheric oxygen is replenished by living things. If we detect oxygen in an exoplanet atmosphere, that's a good indicator that there's life there. The good news is that these future large telescopes would be able to observe oxygen in an exoplanetary atmosphere. The atmosphere would need to be reasonably transparent and thick, but it's possible. The bad news is that astronomers will have a dickens of a time filtering out the signal from the noise. Boom. Even these large telescopes will capture only a few pixels. You hear that, guys? Even large telescopes will capture only a few pixels of light from a star. And people wonder why sometimes I show something pixelated. And atmospheric observations can only happen while the planet is transiting. This means that to find the signal within the noise, astronomers will have to observe multiple transits, possibly hundreds of them. As an example, the team looked at a planetary system known as TRAPPIST 1. Okay, it's about 40 light years away and has 7 planets that are roughly Earth sized. 4 of them orbit within the star's habitable zone. Since TRAPPIST 1 is a red dwarf star, the habitable zone is quite close to the star, and the potentially habitable worlds have orbital periods of between 4 and 12 days. If we assume these planets have atmospheres similar to Earth's with plenty of free oxygen, it would take thousands of transits to get a positive result. The team looked at a 3 sigma threshold of certainty and found it would take 15 to 55 years of observations to confirm atmospheric oxygen. And that's using telescopes that still have not even been built yet. Just to discourage you a little bit about what they're trying to talk about. So they're telling us, it would take us 16 to 55 years to be able to find out if there's oxygen in a planet at 40 light years away from here, based on the production of a futuristic telescope. So right now we're about 100 years off from knowing that. Do you think we're 100 years away from finding out if there's actually oxygen on the moon? I don't think so. I do not think so. BlackSky, I still didn't see that yet, and that's what I'm looking for. We're bringing down satellites. Satellites are cancerous. Some of them have radiation and shit. Wouldn't want that anywhere close to me, and I wouldn't want that 300 kilometers over my head, because can it cause heart problems? Can it cause these problems? Can it cause that problems? Oxygen in the blood, the 5G. No study was done for that very much. Okay, here we go. This just in 24 hours ago. Uranus, large moons show 4 of them may hold water. Reanalysis of data, because the other ones lied, of data from NASA's Voyager spacecraft. Okay. Well, just to let you guys know that the Voyager spacecraft took off in the 70s. So they've known that since then. All right. Okay. Voyager spacecraft 1 and 2, by the way, along with new computer modeling again, has led NASA scientists to conclude that 4 of Uranus's largest moons likely contain an ocean layer between their cores and icy crusts. They're not talking about the surface, they're talking about inside, but they could be wrong about that, right? Or hiding it. Their study is the first to detail the evolution of the interior makeup and structure of all 5 large moons, Ariel, Umbriel, Titania, and Oberon, and Miranda. The work suggests 4 of the moons hold oceans that could be dozens of miles deep. In all, at least 27 moons circle Uranus. Don't know if you guys know that. That's, Jupiter has a lot of moons around it, right? They found more recently. It used to be 80, now that much more. So 27 moons circle Uranus, with the 4 largest ranging from Ariel at 720 miles. Okay, so anyways, Titania, we'll get through that. Most likely to retain internal heat caused by radioactive decay. Oops, radioactive decay. Well, radioactive decay is going to cause helium-3. Just to let you know, that's probably what they're looking for. The moon, the first 10 feet of the top layer of the moon has helium-3. Here's the thing. They said there was no core, thus no magnetosphere around the moon, thus the sun's solar winds, which are pushing out at high rates of speeds, right? Helium-3 in the solar winds would land on the top level of the moon. The reason why we don't get any on Earth, helium-3, which, by the way, helium-3 is what they want to mine, right? They're going to try to make a nuclear plant solely mined with helium-3 because there's no biological waste with helium-3. There's no radiation that comes off of it once it's heated up. So that would be a better alternative as to using regular nuclear, but I digress. Still looking for BlackSky. I wanted to show you guys that. Okay, so that's probably on physics.org. It's not. Okay, let's back up here, and then I'll go and talk to you for another 20 minutes before I get off to prepare with JC back on tonight. And again, all comments tomorrow on all the last 3, 4, 5, 6 videos. I'll be going through every comment. Let me see here real quickly. Just want to give you the last heads up about this is news, guys. This is what's in the news. It's important for us to, there it is, BlackSky. This is what I wanted to talk to you about. Now you can do your own research on BlackSky, another space company, guys. Got these private space companies all over the world now. I believe that these companies, these private companies in space right now, in less than 3 years, will take over NASA. NASA will break up. It will no longer exist. And these small private companies will be in competition with NASA, or NASA more or less will be in competition with all these space associations and these new private space labs and whatnot. Elon Musk, another one. BlackSky seeks to extend operations of satellites running on empty. Another thing that a lot of people don't know, certain satellites, they say these satellites have fuel in them to be able to change positions, to rise higher or lower, descend themselves, right? Washington. BlackSky is requesting permission, I don't like hearing this, to operate 2 of its satellites in lower orbits as the spacecraft, you don't have an S on spacecrafts, it's 2 spacecraft, as the spacecraft are running out of propellant. Okay. The company filed a request, which is, the company's name is BlackSky. If you guys want to do your own research, the company filed a request. Thanks for being here, everyone. For a special temporary authority with the Federal Communications Commission, April 28th. It's not too long ago. Asking the FCC to allow the company to continue operations in its Global 7 and Global 8 imaging satellites below the originally authorized lower limit of 385 kilometers. The company is requesting permission to operate the satellites at altitudes as low as 340 kilometers over us, guys. Much of the publicly available request is redacted, of course, including a section under the heading emergency, all redacted. However, several passages in the document refer to the spacecraft running out of the propellant needed to maintain their orbits. They must maintain orbits. Whatever those satellites are, they must maintain orbit. We know that China's developing something to take out these satellites from the Americans up in the sky. It is a tactic. I mean, this is what they're developing. Okay. All those satellites are all going to be blasted and bombed. It's going to cause debris all around the Earth. Then in a couple of years, everyone will be barred from leaving the Earth, by the way. I hope you idiots know it, those of you in space right now. The aliens are coming to ground you. You will never, ever, ever again be able to leave the Earth. The only time you will ever be able to leave Earth is when God comes and gets you, because the pollution that they're doing around Earth and the moon, they sent New Horizons out to Pluto. They have new discoveries. Voyager, another thing, Voyager is going to be, blow up over there, and then I'll have other debris way out in space. We are the polluters. We are the ones polluting the entire universe, right? And they're going into interstellar space, and we can't let the American, like NASA and everything, reach interstellar space. We can't let them leave this universe. I mean, it would be devastating. Their unique goal is to go further out, to view celestial objects, to witness planets exploding, to witness the sun consuming planets and dark holes consuming planets and neutron stars smashing themselves, to be able to grab hold of that energy and information and come here and to do what they want with Earth. Very dangerous. I'm sure God will stop them. Either way. Well, that was interesting. Yep. Christopher, when he got his telescope, it took him 3 months. It also took me 3 months. Hey, my friend from Denmark, Hans. Hello, love and light to all. Greetings from Denmark. Thanks for coming back, Hans. UFO Tracker, again, thank you for being here. Right on, Anna Bone in the house. Nick Bowker. How's it going, my brother? Thanks, man. Scrolling down. I hope I don't miss anyone, but I will, because I always do. Hey, is that my friend Star Hunter? Yes, it is. Thanks, man. Thank you so much, man, for being a patron. Thanks for being here, there, and everywhere that you guys are. Seriously. There's another one, man. Talking, when I do my streams, I just learned that on StreamYard, I can have private conversations with some of you. Anytime you guys want to come on, you can even hide your faces. It's simple. You don't need, come on, put a piece of tape on your camera if you want. Come on and talk. Some people want to keep their privacy. I understand that. Hauser, good evening. Thank you. Bit late tonight. Had to go shopping. Hope you're keeping well. I am. And thank you so much, you guys. I'm not going to scroll all the way down, and I hate doing so because I always miss all the comments. And Bruce repeats himself every stream. It's annoying that I repeat myself every stream. Bruce is the originator of the moon, is a potato theory. Yes, absolutely. Needs some musical accompaniment, though. Even Flat Earth doesn't have its own theme song. That's right. That is right. I should make one. I should make one up. Me, I just respect all the theories. Why the hell would I start bashing people that think Earth is flat? What the hell's wrong with people? Seriously. And notice, like, some people, when they got here, like that rude person that got here and said, any idiots here that believe in flat Earth? This guy doesn't believe they're idiots. It's just a troll mocking. It's just a troll. And the best time for them to do that is when they have a little drinky poo and they have themselves a little spliff. That's what they do. That's what they have a little bit of fun. But I have fun with the trolls. As a matter of fact, Kai has fun with some of them when they come by here. Over the years, we get a lot of people that have some fun. Trolls always making Kai is always making jokes. Why can he make jokes? But he's not a troll because he's making jokes. But there's jokes and there's offensive things, We don't call each other idiots. We don't discriminate religion here, especially not any racist comments, because you will be blocked. If I say a racist comment, the mods are going to block me from here. So I'm, going to have to be careful. Keep in mind, it's always darkest before the dawn. I am Kai. We're right into it. We're right, let's say, on the edge of the Terminator line right now, where the dark and the light is there. And now we're starting to see the light. It's coming. If you're listening to the news, Oliver Klein, thank you very much. Alper, thank you. If you listen to the news, you're going to see what happens with Biden and what's going on with Biden right now. There's lots going on. Bobana, Ghost, thank you very much, you guys. Yeah, exactly. What is the cargo? Elon Musk had an unusual launch with his heavy launch, Falcon Heavy launch, because the rocket was different, and the news are talking about that. They're doing something. Hey, don't forget, guys. I'm 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 smart enough to be able to know that if they want to launch a submarine, they head to Russia. All they have to do is launch it in Florida, up in the sky, and say, "Oh no, the rocket's tumbling. Oh no, it fell in the ocean. We're gonna have to retrieve it." And then they can dislodge this little submarine or drone and takes off. Come on, they're doing that for sure. That's what they're doing. They're definitely doing that. Here we have the idiotic Pentagon and FBI. They're sitting there talking about balloons. There's 99 balloons in the sky. Bullshit. There's no balloons in the sky. There's weather balloons they talk about. Yeah, I know weather balloons exist. I saw one in 1978, but I don't see them every day. Oh, those are just balloons that we're filming weather balloons. Yeah. No. Weather balloons are this size when you look at them. They're 30, 40, 50,000 feet up. You're going to see it tiny. Okay. Not like the ones that we're seeing from China. The bullshit they're saying, boy, I tell you. Bobana. That's right. They just don't like the word. Thanks, Bobana. Yes, walking or exercise right after helps change your metabolism and burns calories. Yeah, and listen, I do it. I don't have to do it for like hours. I just do it continually. The only reason why I thought it was going to be hard, I thought it was because my body wasn't going to allow me not eating. But it's not. The only thing is that in your head, you want to eat chips. In your head, you want to have a submarine with meat and the oil squeezing out at the end, a poutine with extra sauce and big curds of cheese. I do this to myself, Gate Smasher, all day long. I still have a lot of food in the fridge that I'm going to be giving to my son, make him fat. Poor kid, I'm going to get rid of all my stuff, but it's willpower. And I can look at the food right in front of me and I don't have to feel that, oh, I got to get into the bag, So what I do is I wait 2 or 3 days before eating. And when I sit down and eat, I can't have myself a big meal because my stomach's too tight. So, after 48 hours of fasting, I was so proud of myself. I had 2 eggs, hard-boiled eggs, hard-boiled on top of it, not no grease or any extra, salt or anything, just Himalayan salt. I'm good with that. I'm doing good. I had a few nut rages where I went into the almond bag and you hear my stomach right now? I went into the almond bag to grab 10 to 20 almonds because I wasn't able to last the second 72-hour fasting. Day 3 was hard as hell. I fasted for about 58 hours and then I said, that's enough. So, but I only had a handful of nuts and I was able to fast 24 hours after that. It's surprising, guys. I'm big and it's hard to believe that somebody big can actually fast. I'm saying this to encourage some of you. I learned it all on my brother's channel, Jason John Swartz. You want to know about keto? I know nothing. I know F all about keto diets and recipes and stuff. He also knows more of the after effects of what happens. He's been dieting, not necessarily dieting, but he's been doing, he's been healthy all his life. He's into the health. I'm not. So if you want to check out, learn how to fast, well, head over to see my brother's channel, Jason John Swartz, giving him a shout out, instead of giving shout outs to the trolls that come here and attack. And notice the trolls that attacked here are all the ones that were able to come on my screen. I invited every one of them on here. It's funny. Kazoo, for all people don't know, Kazoo now has a new name. Hey guys, I'm almost as wide as the chair now. Isn't that cool? Kazoo's name is now Dean because he looks just like one of the trolls that have been attacking my channel for 7 years, and he's bald just like him. Hey, Dean. So now, Dean, you're gonna have to go buy a fat alien if you want to put me behind you. Star Hunter, I gotta thank you for coming in, man. Christy Lindsay, I thank you for coming in. You guys take a hard toll when you come here. The trolls all attack the people that like the channel, so I'm sorry about that, y'all. Christy, thanks for being here. It's all in good fun, you know. If it would have been just fun in games, one troll at one point, it wasn't a troll, it was a person that made jokes about me, you know, and I was okay with that because it makes sort of a funny competition. It attracts people, right? But you can be sure this shit that's going on is not to attract people. I move forward. I want to move forward. I'd love it for the trolls to unsub. You guys should just unsub instead of upping and going down. You're going to be offended this afternoon after JC's interview because I'm going to get close to 98,000. We're approaching 98,000, all because of you guys. Thank you very much, including the trolls. Did I miss something about our channel? Marilyn, thank you very much for being here. Did you miss something about the channel? That was at 1:30. No, you're pretty much on target. Pretty much on target. Listen, Marilyn, I'm going to be with Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic. I'm going to get off now, actually, in 5 minutes, maximum in 2 minutes. I'm going to prepare to get on with Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic 003. The link is in the community. Scroll down to the last few links. You will see, unfortunately, they're not showing a face. I shared JC's channel, and it's only a link. Instead of posting the face with the title, it didn't. I don't glitch again, I guess. Hey, ooh, you got into my thought. It's right there being washed, by the way, because I am going to stick it on at one point. I'm going to look really strong when I put it on. I was thinking of that just yesterday. Speaking of the devil, Julie, I said, wouldn't it be funny not to tell Julie, like that beautiful green shirt that you gave me, Gods and Guns, that one's getting big on me, but I'm putting it in the dryer. I'm going to be able to wear it. These are old shirts, Julie, back 5-6 years ago that I used to have on, and they're even getting loose now, actually. I'm really happy about it. I will put that shirt on because Julie, for those who don't know, Julie bought me a beautiful shirt for the alien. Someone else also bought me a hoodie for the alien, but now it's getting summery, so he freaks me out when he's in his clothes. I like him. I like keeping him naked in the house. You see him naked in the house. Good thing he's got no genitals, so it's not so bad. Anunnaki are the 2023 Denuri moon photos CGI. I would have to look at them. I saw some of them, but not all of them. And if it doesn't look like what I'm showing, it's fake. Definitely fake, I would say. Savada, thank you very much, guys. Switzerland, wow, thank you. I'm going to miss some of the comments, guys. I do have to get off to prepare for that, the next video. I'm going to get off right now. Rod R, sorry, guys, for missing everyone. Listen, I am Kaya Nika. Thanks for the generous contributions, Anika and everybody. Nix, ma'am. Nicole S here. Thanks again for being a patron, Nicole S. Christy Lindsay, hope you're well. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'll put you on the next video, Julie, okay? I'll put you on the next video. I'll put one of the trolls in that Dunker booth. I'll paste his head on the Dunker booth while he's... The Rio Bueno, the sun is gleaming on the left side of the moon and is creating a blue ghosting effect on the right side, if that makes sense. It makes much sense because, like they said, with the transiting, you're actually going to see the atmosphere around the moon if the moon's atmosphere is thick enough. That probably could be the oxygen blue line that you're seeing. Of course, there could be some refraction in that, but honestly, yeah, I beg to differ, honestly. Finishing off with that, guys. Love you all so much. For all that I missed the comments, I apologize. Thank you, Darla. And again, Darla, hope you're feeling good. Meet the cool people on the Woo crew on Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic 003. He's a hell of a good guy, and we have a lot of fun. And he's never trolled me yet. So that's where I'll be messaging on the interview with him. You know that last troll that attacked the channel, guys? I was breaking my back to help this guy share his channel, share his music channel, and everything. So keep noticing the people that come to the channel, the hypocrisy. See people talking that are members here talking against the channel. You don't have to cause a big stink. Just maybe email me, let me know that be careful, Bruce. Some things are going on. And to all of you that have been helping me, informing me with the emails, I love you all so very, very much. Norma C, I'm happy I scrolled down another Norma C. Thank you, Norma, for everything. You guys see it, Norma. I even got one of the beautiful doves that she sends me all the time on her mail. That's energy for me. I got one on my guitar too. Always thinking of you, Norma C. Nick Bowker, thanks, guys. Sprooksy. I'm off, you guys, and I'm so sorry for all that I missed. Thank you, Norma C. I will see you on Jean-Claude's interview, Beyond Mystic, and I thank you very, very much. Bye-bye for now, everybody. Thank you.